Adi,
Yeah.
a lot of dentists come up to me and say they don't know how to start the laser, how to plug it in and use it in the surgery. Can you show me quickly?
Yes, of course, not a problem. Okay, there is the laser unit. Okay, there is the power supply, there is the foot switch, and there is the fiber we're going to connect. So there is the laser not turned on. You turn it round, and then you have the back of the laser, which is simple. You have 3 connections, 1, 2, 3. You cannot go wrong with this because it's CE lasers. Every single connector is different. The foot switch goes into the foot switch, simple. Then the power supply lead goes into the power supply, just like that. And then we have to connect the fiber. The fiber is at the front, so if I just take a little bit out, then there is the fiber. End of that fiber needs to be connected where the connection with the red cover. So you take that out, there is the protection. You take the protection of the fiber, you hold the fiber from where the bit you screw in and hold it like that firmly. You pull the end and you be careful, you do not touch end of the fiber because our hands naturally have oil, and if we touch the end, it's going to block where the laser beam goes in. Same thing goes in here. The laser itself, if you see, maybe you need to get closer to it, there is a connection at the end in here, little notch. That little notch goes in here, so it's like male goes into the female part of the connection. So it goes in it, you don't push hard, you just let it go in, slides in, you turn it slightly, it's clicked in. So basically the male connector went into the female connector, and you turn. Normally you turn between 5 to 6 turns, not anymore. You don't need to tighten too much, that's it. So now the fiber is connected, the foot switch connected, as well as the electric. Okay, now it's all plugged in, so now we're gonna turn it on and see how it works. To turn it on, make sure the rocker switch at the back is red, is turned on, you see that?
Yeah.
And the front, the halo switch you turn on. Once you turn it on, you've got the red light on. It acts as 2 in 1. Turn it on and emergency stop as well. So if you want to turn it off, press it, laser stop. That's the beauty about it. Press it, okay, you turn it on, and then now, Tanuja, you put the code. Okay, so the code is, it's a circle, the dental code for the laser, 1, 2, 4, 3. Okay, so if you press, now it's gonna go to the dental menu, if you like. When you are in, you are into the main menu, the green menu. So basically your PIN code is a blue screen, like the police car. Blue, remember, you have to type in the code to go in. And then once you are in, it's like traffic light. The green is ready to go, okay? And the yellow is to select the configurations. And the red is stop, you are cutting. Be careful what you're doing, yeah? So now we are on the green screen, it's color coded. You choose the power by upping up the arrow or going down, okay? Or you can press the booklet icon, you get the booklet, and then you choose what you want to do. If you're doing crown lengthening, you click on the crown lengthening. If you want to know how to do crown lengthening using this laser, you press on the question mark. Now you're going to get a help screen that tells you how to do the crown lengthening. You press on it, once you read, it goes away. If I want to do frenectomy and press the question mark, I get help on question on the frenectomy with the pictures, and it tells me the power, suggested power, and which mode it is. Okay? And if you press, it goes away. That's the beauty about it. Right, if I want to go ahead and do frenectomy, I press the go ahead key, okay? Then you go into the cutting screen. But I could go through it, all the operations what I want to do, low level laser therapy, and there is a clock in here. Clock, it means a timer, so you have 30 seconds. So you don't forget when it's on the area you're doing the low level laser therapy, it will cut off automatically after 30 seconds, even if you press the foot switch, pre-program. And if you go to prism whitening, for example, teeth whitening, it will cut off automatically. That's the beauty about this laser. It's a beautiful laser, you know, endless to say. If you're doing aphthous ulcers, if I, for example, the red dot, the green dot is on it, so it's active. If I press the green key to go ahead, it will put forward for me the suggested power, 2 watts. Okay, being dual laser, it's using 1 watt of the 810 and 1 watt of the 980. Total 2 watt. Okay, now I'm doing frenectomy with 2 watt. If I just want to cut and I need blood for healing, for example, I could press where the blue button is on the actual power, and now I get the selection of which wavelength I want. So if I want to have more cutting and more blood, less coagulation, I could increase it to 2 watt, and I could turn off completely the 810 watt. So now when I go forward, the laser has become a 980 only for cutting, because the 810 is 0. Could you see that, Tanuja?
Yes, definitely.
That's the
I
beauty
can.
about it.
Yeah, it's,
But if I go back to this again, and if I want to turn off the 980 and turn on the 810, okay, now if I go forward, you will see 2 watt, but it's taking 810 2 watt and 980. So if I want, for example, stop bleeding, I could use only 810. I press any arrow, I could increase it and decrease it. That's the beauty about it. Okay, if I press that screen again, and it goes to the default 1 and 1. If I go ahead, press the go ahead, now you have 2 watt, but it's taking 810 1 watt, and it's taking 980 1 watt. Isn't that beautiful?
yeah, that almost like it's not a tool but an assistant.
Exactly. You see, everything is there for you. Now, if I want to cut, I could press lace and I go into the red screen. Watch this, everyone. This is different.
Okay.
No one else has it. While you're cutting, I'm using the laser. I have the handpiece of my hand. Sorry, I'm not cutting. We're not wearing glasses. Okay. And now I have the handpiece of my hand. This is only as a guide. Okay. And if I feel I'm pressing the foot switch and I need more power, while you are on the red screen, I could increase the power or decrease it. Unlike all other lasers, you have to go out, do stop, go back to the screen, choose your power, then go back in again. QuickLase is different. While you're here, you can increase or decrease the power. One other feature QuickLase has, which again other lasers don't have it, we have what's called step lace. For example, what is step lace? 3 watt. When you press the foot switch now at the red screen the first time, okay, I'm gonna point it downwards so it's not in our eyes. Press the foot switch. Now the laser started with 0.1 watt, and it will take a few seconds, Tanuja, to go to 3.5 watt.
Oh.
The reason for that, so it doesn't flare up in the dentist's eyes, and the patient wouldn't feel it because it's stepping the power. But it takes only about 2 to 3 seconds. Other lasers don't have it. Other competitors' lasers don't have it. Other lasers, you see them using it and you have suddenly glare in your eyes.
Oh.
This one you don't. That's the beauty about it. So now if I come out of this, I'm back into my green screen. You can choose pulse mode or continuous mode, it's pre-programmed, and you can, if I'm in the pulse mode, I could go in and I could select up to 10,000 hertz or 20,000 hertz, so it's pre-programmed. So 10,000, 20,000. It's fantastic. It's fantastic laser. Really. You could choose your laser. So you could choose, for example, 50 milliseconds on, and I wanted, for example, 20 milliseconds off. So now, when I go to the cutting mode, again, I'm going to point it downwards, press the foot switch. Okay, it's cutting a pulse, but with a different pulsation on and off. It's very, very versatile laser. Love it. One other feature. I'll show you. If you go to the booklet, you have English language.
Okay.
Okay? I go back to Tanuja, and if I go to the booklet, press and hold my hand on the, I get different languages. It was set up in English. I could go to French, Italian, Arabic, Italian, Spanish, or I could go to the international multilingual language. So straight away now, when I go to the booklet, everything is in pictorial. As opposed to, you see that?
Yeah.
See how nice it is?
Really helpful.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, exactly. So if I go to this one, for example, and go to help, it will tell me what it is. Okay, it is the therapy function. See the beauty about it? Other lasers don't have that functionality. Complex. This one has it all. And what's important, the backup and the support directly done by us. You know this. That's why you joined us.
I'm your support.
There we go. So call us.